I first got into acting, it was weird actually. My cousin, my older cousin, who's like 3 years older than me, he was at Sylvia Young Theatre School. His mum was working full time, my mum was working part time, so my mum became his chaperone, like the person that would take him to castings and to gigs and stuff. And I was just always tagging along. And then one day we had my cousin had an open audition for Children of Eden, I think it was, at the Prince Edward Theatre. And I had a number, I remember a number being slapped on my chest, like out of all these other 100 kids and that, hey. And yeah, I ended up getting a job. I ended up doing I think it was like 40 nights at Prince Edward Theatre for Children of Eden, playing Abel in their whole Cain and Abel story. And yeah, that's kind of where it kicked off for me. From there, I joined Sylvia Young after that, and the rest is history. First and foremost, I hate reading. I should never say that. Everyone told me not to say it, but I do. I don't like reading a lot. So it does end up boiling down to, the ones I read, I actually read them. That kind of move me, I go with it. Everything starts with a story for me. I'm not really into what channel's making it or who the people are involved are. It's just about the story and about the character. And majority of the time now, it being different from things I've played before. I mean, there's various different ways depending on what it is. I feel like depending on how much you feel you're going to be challenged is how far you'll go, I suppose. For things like, I suppose, Bullet Boy or Top Boy, which were very, very close to my heart, that I'd been living through and seeing on a daily basis, didn't take me a lot to kind of get into the place I needed to get into. But then there were, I did a movie called Sugar House where I played an alcoholic crackhead, and I kind of went a bit method on that, not actually taking crack or whatever, but I spent a lot of time in crack houses around London, meeting a lot of addicts. I kind of separated myself from my children and my family for the filming period, and lived very kind of basically for a while, and lost a lot of weight for it as well. So there's different lengths that you can go to, but I feel for me I do whatever's required at the time. I'm a big fan of Leonardo DiCaprio, so I started watching him from the movie he did with Johnny Depp, was Eating Gilbert Grape, and kind of from that point I kind of studied a lot of his work. But kind of him aside, I think one of my biggest inspirations actually getting me into film, and I wouldn't say I watch a lot of their work now, but kind of getting into it was watching Alive and Kicking, which was a movie done by Lenny Henry. He starred in it, and Robbie Coltrane. And that was the first time I kind of saw, people like myself, I suppose, and communities like myself on TV. And that's when I knew that it's kind of what I wanted to do. First of all, don't do it. It's a terrible job. It's so up and down. You win, you lose, you win, you lose, you lose, you lose again sometimes. But that's always been my whole point. 80% of this whole thing, 80 to 90% is being told no, it's not gonna happen, you can't have it, no you won't, no you will not. And you have to live for that, that 10, 20% of success. For every Top Boy I've done, there's been like 10, 15 jobs that I haven't got and that I've had to watch other people doing. This thing is always all about being determined, it's not about time. So what I find that the best thing to do is prepare yourself for when the opportunity comes. Who knows when that may be, so you don't worry about it. What you worry about is how prepared you are if it does actually knock on your door. I think a lot of people get that part muddled up, so they're constantly wanting opportunities, but when they come, are they prepared for them? Have they been honing their craft enough in the meantime, waiting for those things to come to them, because they don't come often. So, yeah, just believe in yourself. There's no blueprint to this. There's no one kind of roadmap into becoming a successful actor, and many may not make it, but It's all about your heart and your own dedication and your forward trajectory.